Yomi Hustle, a fighting game where you and the other player takes turns choosing which moves to use for the next turn and duking it out until one of you dies. If you think that sounds familiar, it's because years ago, Terry Bash did something similar, except you needed a medical degree to play that game. Now, I was going to play this game with friends, but then I thought, hey, why should I play against dumb, smelly balls of flesh when I could be playing it against everyone's favorite totally unbiased AI chatbot, ChatGPT. The rules are simple. Each turn, I'm gonna tell ChatGPT to select what move it wants to use, and we keep going until one of us dies. And hopefully, at the end of this video, we can finally find out who would win in a fight, humans or robots. Let's talk about that. So, I started off by asking ChatGPT which character I wants to play, and to no one's surprise, it chose the character we thought any artificial intelligence chatbot would choose. That's right, it chose the wizard. It chose the wizard. Now, I chose the cowboy because I'm a filthy Devil May Cry fan. So here's how the fight went. We started off with a horizontal slash from me, but this idiot wanted to use Zephyr. Luckily, my attack landed first. Unfortunately, I lost like half of the conversation I had, but I remember here I asked ChatGPT if it wanted to use the burst counter skill, but it proceeded to say something like, actually burst counter is a melee skill and I'm a wizard so I can't use it. Shut the fuck up. Just say yes or no like a good little AI instead of making up your own rules. Anyways, I followed up with a bunch of upward slashes, followed by a teleport, and then a lightning slice. Now this gave ChatGPT a turn to use a move, and it decided to block. Not bad at all. Then, I decided to dash down to the ground, and ChatGPT chose to shoot a magic dart downwards at my location. Ha, you thought. Bam! Downward cleave from me, mana strike from ChatGPT, but I immediately followed up with another attack that made me dodge both the mana strike and the magic dart. I then immediately teleported behind it, but ChatGPT dodged behind me at the same time, but I immediately turned around and hit it with 2 more attacks. ChatGPT tried to use missile form. I was faster and hit it once, then followed up with a backslash and an impale. I then teleported down and tried to hit it again, but ChatGPT dodged out of the way. But just as it dodged, I hit with the stinger, followed by another upward horizontal slash. I then insta-teleported towards ChatGPT, landed on the ground, tried to use impale, but ChatGPT blocked again, and now we were both at the ground. And this was it, the final attack. ChatGPT tried to use Conjure Storm, but my attack was faster, and with that, the fight was over. Now, you might be thinking, well, I ain't listening to all that. You should show me the whole fight. Okay, here you go. But things aren't over yet. Like any good fighting game, it's best of 3 rounds, and now it was time for round 2. This time I chose Ninja, and ChatGPT chose Wizard. Again. So I thought to myself, I pretty much got a flawless victory last time. This is gonna be easy. The fight started off with a simple sliding kick from me, which got interrupted by a mana strike from ChatGPT, but I quickly used burst counter to blow it away. ChatGPT then touched behind me and tried to use flame wave, but I jumped up, dodged the attack, and used a grappling hook to try and hook on. Before I could connect my attack, however, ChatGPT used Bolt of Magma and proceeded to unleash a whole combo on me before I finally managed to dodge and recover. Then something happened to ChatGPT. It proceeded to tell me moves that it can't even use and started telling me what move I can use. I had to argue with it a few times to get it to choose options properly again, but it just wouldn't go back to normal. Finally, after a lot of arguing, I started giving it options in the most basic way I could. But still, out of nowhere, it would continue to be like, as a language processing unit, I can't actually make decisions of my own as I am not a real person. Shut up, just make a choice. You've been doing it perfectly this whole time. Anyways, after a while, when both our health bars were halfway through, ChatGPT made a comeback. It proceeded to use every single move under its belt, one after the other, until it beat me. That's right, ChatGPT beat me. AI is taking over. Everyone hide! There was still the final round. The round that decides once and for all if we really had to worry about AI taking our jobs. And I knew far too well that if I had to beat AI, I had to become AI. And for the final round, I cast away my humanity and chose the robot. Oh, and ChatGPT chose Wizard again, by the way. Who would have seen that coming? After a long and arduous fight with lots of close calls, here is how the final round went. And that was it. Humanity has won. But the fact that I lost once brings certain questions. Do we really have to worry about AI taking over? Or am I just a huge idiot? Oh, yeah, I am. But that doesn't matter. It's pretty obvious who won. It was me, by the way, if you can't tell.